These Precious Little People. Words by Frankie Brunker, illustrations by Gillian Gamblefor.
These little people are loved and missed such a lot. They started out just like you and me, no bigger than a dot.
Inside their mother is where they then grew, turning from a few tiny cells into little people so precious and new. These little people soon formed bones and a beating heart. How amazing it all is right from the start.
It wasn't long at all before these little people formed a face, the creation of a nose, eyes, and mouth all taking place.
For some of these little people, problems began as they grew. It was nobody's fault, that much we know to be true. Sadly, while they were still so delicate and small, some of these little people stopped growing at all.
For many, we simply don't know why the end of their life came. They seemed perfect, but they died all the same.
These little people are as loved and cared about now as they were then. Whether they lived for 40 weeks and beyond or less than 10. Some parts of these little people perhaps didn't develop the right way, or something happened in the mother's body meant that they couldn't stay.
What we do know is that it's normal to miss them, to wish they were here. It's also okay to think of them often, to feel like they are still near.
Nothing can change the fact that they died, but in your imagination, they can still be by your side.
It's fine to talk about them. You can talk to them too. In your heart, they can always be right there with you. We may spend time getting angry and asking ourselves why. We might wonder about how things could have been and sometimes stop to cry.
But we can also choose to enjoy our lives in honor of them all, to laugh and have fun in bright sunshine or under rainfall.
You can tell others their story. It can help to share. You can celebrate their lives and do things for them to show you care. You could light a candle for them during a special meal. Maybe write them a letter to tell them how you feel.
You'll find that they can live on in the things you choose to do. When you are kind and helpful, you can be thinking of these little people too. You might be reminded of these little people and our connection with them even from afar when you see a friendly animal, a beautiful flower, or a bright twinkling star.
We are all made of stardust within this wonderful universe you see. These precious little people, precious you and precious me.
Though these little people are not here growing up with us, they are never really gone. The memories we share and the love we feel for them mean that in us, they can live on.